ready. Let's begin.
All
Sorry,
right.
I'm taking over.
No, Garrett, stop it. Stop introducing my campaign.
You see, there's no,
Boys and girls, children of all ages, we welcome you back.
God damn.
Is everybody ready for another adventure in the wilderness?
No, Frogless, that's
Absolutely
a
not.
sheet of paper, not food.
Oh, Dan Rock, that's
We'll
green
take another
bean,
trip.
not food.
Take another trip into the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Okay,
dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so basically, the three of you saw a Craigslist ad of sorts. I guess that would be the closest thing to what it would be. And
I'm going to
you
pretend
guys-
Satorish would be on Craigslist then.
This is the future.
It's not actual. So basically, just like a job taking site, not specifically for anything. Just
So long as it has some kind of interesting evidence
it
or
would be interesting
something.
to you. Okay, so there's a character. The person that hired you, you are very interested in meeting. I would think.
Okay.
So you guys
Satorish
are,
would probably dismiss Craigslist or anything like it as rubbish. So it would be very interesting.
well, she probably heard through word of mouth that
Yeah,
this
probably.
important person is looking for people. So we start in the small and quiet colony of Juno on the planet known as Sats-NV9, just Sats for short, usually. That's not going to be important for this one, but I just want to establish the world a little bit. So to the north of this colony is a very steep mountain range. To the east is flat grasslands filled with craters. To the south is a very large forest
Filled with
with
craters,
extraordinarily large trees. And to the west is a large river that flows to the open ocean. What the fuck is that?
What?
And everything was fine until the day that the fire
What?
Nation attacked.
Yeah.
Why?
Everything was fine until the South Park self-insert showed up on my screen.
That's my character.
Wait, how did you
I
do
just thought
that?
That'd be better.
How did you do that?
Just change my avatar.
Oh, okay, I was wondering. You know, it's oddly appropriate for you.
Sorry, I
That's,
thought I would set the mood. I'm sorry, Jared.
That's who? That's who?
That's my character.
Yeah, that's who?
Yes. You want me to introduce myself?
No, not yet. You guys will introduce
Okay.
yourselves in a moment. So you guys can say however you got into town, though. If you guys rode together, or if you guys came from a separate settlement.
For some reason, I imagine we were just on a charter bus or something, and Satorish is
Yeah.
sitting in the back avoiding everybody.
Okay.
I am also sitting in the back avoiding everyone.
Oh dear.
You guys are being lonely together.
Yes.
Poor Reginald.
You got two edgelords.
Yeah.
Reginald's like somewhere in the middle, just reading a book.
Okay.
I
So
like
the
the
sun
bus
is
like
fully over the horizon at this point. It's about 9:30 a.m. You just arrived in the colony, being hired to help a local scientist study. Oh shit! I should probably tell you guys. A few years before this point, a giant fucking spaceship just kind of appeared in the sky.
Yeah, this
and
seems
nobody
important.
knows what it does.
This seems
Nobody
important,
knows,
yeah.
Nobody knows anything about it.
Wait a minute, are we pulling a
And-
District 9?
Yeah.
No, it's not in the sky. It's in space, but it's so big it kind of takes up a portion of the sky.
Oh, we're pulling an Independence Day.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So that's been in the sky for a couple years now.
I'm
People are obviously a little bit perturbed about it because it kind of showed up. Everybody thought they were gonna die.
I mean, I
a
imagine that
few
would
days
drive
passed.
property values down really badly.
Oh, Juno is like the only intact, like, or what should I say? The only funded building, I'll say, are like the government ones. So like the lab that you're about to go to, the guard hall, everything like that. So that's up in the sky. And this scientist is trying to study it and its properties because shortly after it showed up, people dubbed it Memento Mori just because it was a constant looming fear of death. They didn't know when they were going to die, but it was just a constant reminder. Shortly after it arrived, it kind of pulsed, and that's when magic and shit kind of started showing up. So magic is relatively new, still a few years old though. But that incident was called the Pulse for reasons. Anyway, you guys pull into town. It's about 9:30 in the morning. You guys all know what building you're looking for, but obviously you guys don't know who else has been hired. So yeah, you get off this tram, and I'm assuming you all start walking to the same building, and then you realize that
We're all walking to the same building?
Yeah.
Yeah. So does anybody say
The
anything?
two
Does
loaders
anybody,
are just
like
deadlocked.
think that they're being followed or something like that?
Satris just pretends she doesn't notice.
Okay.
Oh, but hello, good friends. How are you this good day?
Oh.
You just cough at me?
And turns around, I guess.
Introduce myself. My name is Reginald. Oh. How are we?
Exactly what kind of beast are you?
You are staring as a 4'5". Don't remember which kind of chicken rooster I picked, but it's basically I guess the picture though.
It's the Chicken Man from Toy Story 2.
The chicken man. Basically, you're staring at a 4'5" one of these in a modified detective trench coat.
Oh my lord.
I am Reginald Fowl, Fowl.
I feel as if my entire life is turned into a joke suddenly.
Why can't it? Oh, okay. That's how I click back
A
into
chicken.
it. Yes. I have a background as an investigator.
What?
Well, you had to look into this job as well.
Believe it or not, yes. And she's just got her face in her hand at this point.
Lawn trees. Lovely to hear from you again.
Okay, you know what? I can only do so many female voices.
It's
Sue
okay.
me.
This is
Sue me.
okay.
Sue me,
I will
Mr.
not-
Everybody's Irish now.
I know.
I'm not happy.
I'll turn the fucking chicken Scottish. I'll fucking do it.
Oh, do it, I don't ya. It might be a nice change of pace.
Freaking sure.
Oh no. You young man. How are you?
The world is pain.
Oh my god. I already don't like him.
Are you serious?
My good tiefling lass, would you stand right next to him real quickly? Kind of just walk behind him, grab both of my daggers, and sneak attack. No. Replacement for this one?
So are you the type of rogue that, like, you're a rogue, but that doesn't mean that you're a criminal?
Yes.
Good.
Because
Oh my
technically,
God.
it's the only goddamn fucking class I can think of that would fit for a detective slash investigators type.
That's what I wanted Grung to be, but Bar just made so much more sense with the College of Eloquence.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys are having this conversation, you guys walk up outside this building, and you're outside this building.
Oh,
It is the
Just a
building
quick,
that you guys are trying to go to.
Garrett. Just a quick question: how tall is your character?
My character is 3 feet.
what is your character?
A deep gnome.
Deep gnome,
Artificer.
artificer.
Artificer. And weighs 40 pounds. And
Emo.
is 16.
Nemo.
Emo, yes.
Oh yes, all right.
And chaotic neutral. Do you want me to do it in character?
Sure,
What?
why not?
Oh dear God. Why? Oh, my good man. I
I don't know
suppose.
if I'm looking forward to this or not.
God damn it! Stop making me laugh. Okay.
Who doesn't
My
laugh?
name is who? What? I am close to fulfilling my goals with magic. I am close to unshackling this mortal realm. That ship. Oh, I need to look more closely and get my way.
Dear, I'm afraid you're so short I can't hear you.
I can't hear you from down there. Speak up, boy! I can't hear you from over there.
Isn't he only like a foot and a half shorter than you?
Yeah.
Satorish is like 6'1".
I am in
There, my
possibly
character
the
is
comfortable middle.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, fanciful. I'm going to open the door. Ladies and disgruntled children first, please.
At least you have manners, thank you, sir. And Satorish walks
Hey.
through.
I walk through as well.
You drag your feet a little, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a day.
So you walk into the lobby of this laboratory. A few seconds goes by. The receptionist notices you and types something down, and a few seconds later, the you guys meet. Hold on a minute. I need to remember everybody's names here. Not that it's hard. There's only 3 of you, but I've already. I know Reginald Satorish.
Yes.
And who?
And who?
Okay, and who?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
So Satorish would obviously know this person. The rest of you just know his name. His name is Dr. Hugo. Ugo. Hugo. He's an eccentric yet sophisticated scientist who is researching the anomaly that recently appeared in space and the magic it brought with it. He's very popular in the fields of science and engineering, as he is the one responsible for the high-tech communication arrays and gravity generators on most of the nearby space stations. So he comes through the door, and he sees you 3, and he's like, trying to think of how I should position my vocal cords to do this voice, because I know what he sounds like in my head, but I need to like. Oh no, that's too posh. Yes. Welcome, and thank you for getting here so soon. And then he opens the door behind him again, and he says, "Why don't you come in for some drinks, and we'll get down to business."
I definitely agree with the second of those items. However, I must pass on the first until we find something worth celebrating, yes? And she promptly heads in.
Okay.
Who
doesn't
is already
say
in there? Yeah, who doesn't say anything? He was just kind of shyly sneaking his way because he heard tea.
Apparently, the emo child loves to drink.
So this is where you guys would introduce
Follow him
yourselves.
Dr. Hugo.
Uh-oh, who wants to go first here?
Roll for it now.
I mean, we can.
You
Sure.
fucking ran in there the moment you heard alcohol.
Tea. More coffee, but anyway.
I'll be nice to you guys. I'll use one of my lower rolling dice usually.
What?
Quack.
Nothing's going on yet.
You just roll and see who introduces themselves first.
Yeah, since nobody fucking not all at once now, guys.
We're pretty much all geeks, so we all have stage fright, I guess, except for Jacob, who doesn't care and is just waiting for us to embarrass ourselves.
Okay, so everybody pick 1, 2, or 3.
Always wait until somebody wants to go.
I choose two. I choose 2.
I'll take 1.
I
One.
choose 2.
Okay, so Jacob's gonna be 3.
Ah!
Well, I'm not even gonna roll because you guys just picked what orders you guys are gonna go in.
God damn it.
I just realized, I'm like, wait a minute, why do I have to roll? I'll just have this.
Gingy plays the wrong game and wins again.
Alright.
You tricked me, you bastard! You tricked me!
Oh shit! I ain't been recording this. Fuck.
Don't worry, I got it.
Okay.
Satorish, up-and-coming researcher in Empire Glass, here to figure out what the hell is going on in this hellhole.
Okay. Garrett picked 2, right?
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't sure if it was done. Dr. Hugo, my name is who and what. I am astonished by this anomaly. It has given me great insight to a possibility of unshackling this world. I do seek your guidance, Hugo, as I am close to solving that case.
Satorish shimmies to the side to get away from him.
And that's it.
I have a question. Are you 16 or 1600? The name is Reginald Fowl.
I was gonna say after that little speech, Hugo just kind of takes a sip of his drink and softly nods. I guess.
Yeah, you little stairs like you slowly raise your head up and then yeah. Sure.
Yeah, this is a normal day for me.
Reginald Fowl, at your service, investigator to the southern colonies of Sat's planet. Here, my esteemed colleagues, where I'm from, decided that they would send me out this way to aid in the investigation. Apparently, they don't like a 4.5-foot fucking chicken. I am here at your service, my good sir.
Okay. So, Dr. Hugo announces himself, or introduces himself as well. You know, he tells you basically everything that I told you a minute ago. You know, he's studying the anomaly and its effects on the environment and where all this strange magic is coming from and why the corporations are so interested in it. Oh, there were several choices of drinks, so don't worry. You got your alcohol.
Is this really what we want to do?
Well, now with
Yeah,
introductions,
he
before
just
you
wants
start
his
talking
coffee
again,
black.
Now, before he opens his mouth again, now that the introductions are out of the way, let's get to business. As you all know from my ad, my lab was recently burglarized, and some samples of mine have been stolen. The local authorities are currently busy dealing with the Crixac encampments in the southern forest, so I'm relying on you fine fellows to find my samples.
Burgled, you say?
The Crixac are those 4-armed insect guys I was telling you about.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have heard of this scourge before.
Have you never tried any kind of resonance field to repel them?
Well, I would imagine that would probably interfere with some of the more sensitive equipment here in the lab, would it?
Well,
Oh, you
either
could,
way, that's
you could
that's
insulate the
guard's
walls and
business.
project it externally.
Ah, yes, but you need to realize the money involved in such a...
This is a government building, they can afford it, I'm sure.
I'm sure they can afford it, but what government would ever willingly pay?
It
Would
was
be
simply
an
a suggestion, chicken.
No, I understand that. Fowl, Reginald Fowl, please don't
Yes,
call
chicken,
me a
yes.
chicken. Well,
Anyway,
This government.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining like the fucking blue troll doll thing from the movie Trolls
oh
dressed
my
like a
god,
doll.
yeah.
This coffee is
All I'm
blacker
saying
than
is like
my
the fucking
soul.
spike choker and the fucking black eyeliner. You know, the snake bite with the chain going down to the collar
Oh,
or something.
God.
The fucking swooped over haircut where he's like always brushing off his eye like, my life is pain. My parents never loved me.
They sure sent me the oddballs this time, didn't they?
I suppose that's why they call them deep gnomes.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's some kind of satire, truly.
Must be, Brokaw.
Well,
For once we
I
agree.
have reason to suspect that the local barber knows something about this, as he's recently been acting rather strange. But nobody else around here seems. Sorry, everybody else around here seems too dull to realize it.
Wait a moment. Are we going to play jailer for the barber? Is that why we've been called in here?
You've been called here to find my samples.
It's an investigation, my
Understood.
dear lass. We must follow every lead that we can. Is there still evidence of the burglary around? Or have you cleaned up the place?
Well, I mean, the area around it is clean, but there's a very clear, like, blast on the back door.
Oh.
I'm going to investigate the blast to see if I can understand what might have been used to create such an entrance.
Okay,
I think Satorish is going to give a help on this one.
Okay, that would be investigation with advantage, I guess.
Investigation. I've got a +4.
Should probably get this out. Hold on.
There you go. I just need those.
Okay, that's a 12.
12.
Shit, I rolled low on both of those.
Damn.
Well, you can tell by looking at the area that this evidence has been slightly tampered with, as they've already done investigations on the area and everything.
Hmm.
But from what you can tell, obviously something blew up and opened the door.
Oh, that's what the hole is. Got it.
That was the whole investigation, was trying to figure out what they might have used to see
there's-
what kind of, like, are these rich burglars, like they have access to high-end grade bullshit?
Or are we just
Okay,
talking a thermite and water bomb right now?
I mean, there's no like shrapnel or anything in the area. It's just scorch marks.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Could possibly be.
Probably a shaped explosive, considering how clean this is.
Yes, indeed. Possibly a mixture. I've seen new folds into thermite recently.
Thermite
Keep it
typically
out.
has a long wind up before it explodes, though, because normally to create a reaction such as this, you need to have a water reaction. I would not believe this is it. Perhaps some kind of mild yield warhead? Small caliber?
Right. Well, if you could. Oh.
Was that too much? Sorry.
Well, I mean, he's not gonna tell you to get out or anything, but like he did say, like, hey.
I mean, I'm just
We
kind
think the
of I'm just
barbers or
talking to
something.
foul. I'm just kind of talking to foul right now, and we're just
Oh,
trying.
okay. Well, I guess he'll chime in and say, we did our own little private investigation on this, and that's why the area is so clean. We already have all the shrapnel in our evidence and everything. We can't figure out if it's more of a physical bomb or more of those anomalous magical type.
Ah, yes, the recent paranormal activity with the so-called magic, as they say. Dear Lord, what are you doing?
Yeah, Garrett.
Sorry, getting my dice ready.
Okay, I was a little worried that you were like doing something in the background there. Like, I'm going to roll my fate.
This man is literally over here rolling chunks of metal into his tea.
Yes, my coffin.
Right, Cradle?
Well, the barber's establishment is across town, past the guard station. But agreed. Here's part of your pay up front. But I must be going now. I have a meeting to get ready for, and everybody will get 25 gold pieces.
Thank you. Why, thank you, sire.
Ah, this is a good 3 months' pay back at the...
These,
This offering pleases the dark gods.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm trying a new voice.
Was that the dark resonance from the glass or something?
Sorry, no, I'm sorry.
you guys can probably tell by how much he paid you that these samples are extremely important.
Yes, we should probably head out then.
Ah,
Foul
yes.
thing.
We should go. My coffee's getting cold.
Then why didn't you?
Oh, you had tea!
Coffee. Coffee.
You said tea at first.
No, he said tea at first, but when I told him that there was a choice of drinks, he said black coffee.
I'm gonna lean over to Saderish and like, I wouldn't be that surprised if he may be in on this.
I will keep an eye on him. Don't worry.
Very well. To the barber.
So,
Yes, we probably should.
so you guys have a general map.
If this shit gets annoying, just let me know.
Oh no, it's hilarious, but
That's actually
unfortunately,
awesome.
no, it's amazing, but unfortunately, Satirish would be very just. Why am I here with this thing? About this?
I've heard of the usual humanoid admiration to tieflings. I didn't realize tieflings had an admiration to the humble folk.
Who is just like, emergency food is good.
Let us just say that I'm worn out from the trip and the culture shock. Oh dear.
Well, I can't blame you for that one. This is.
To be fair, I'm used to being in a laboratory. This is not normal for me.
Okay, stop.
Very well, very well.
As you guys are halfway to the barbershop,
Okay.
your very interesting conversation that you guys are having is interrupted by shouting and a gunshot coming from the back end of a nearby tavern.
Aha!
Oh, that's probably a 9mm.
He got the gun.
Fucking
trapped.
Reginald just like looks up at you like, how the fuck would you be able to tell that just by listening to it?
Well, I mean, all cartridges have a slightly different sound based on what weapon they go through,
Yes,
and if
I
it's a standard
understand,
issue.
Bio, that you would know.
Oh no,
I'm saying
guns are-
glassmaker.
She's in
Glassmaker
general R&D for Empire Glass. They have to do ballistics tests, etc.
Yes, for their high-end brand of
Everybody-
glass. Yes.
Oh yeah. Everybody is familiar with the sound a gun makes.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a
Years
normal
like-
world.
Yeah, the year's like 2710 or whatever time frame it is right now. Like,
Ah, yes, Earth has finally burned. Wonderful.
Not yet.
so everybody's familiar with the sound at least. You know, it's
Yes. I suppose we're gonna rush to the sound.
and as you guys are doing that, a small group of people is gathering as well to see what it was. And from the side alley of this bar, a very strange man comes running out holding a rifle. Nothing too advanced actually, but nothing too like modern either. Like,
Bolt action.
yeah, exactly. It's like a single shot before you gotta reload.
Quickly, tackle him before he has a chance to put the powder in.
Wait, no. There's no powder, but still, no.
Can I use
Okay.
the page?
He's
You,
rambling.
good sir, what is going on?
Wait, you guys missed it. The Grey Devil. I almost killed him. You get him right between the legs. Oh, he's a fast one. He's a spry one.
Why is everybody here so strange?
No offense, my dear, but I think they might think the same of you. But I digress. Why did you try to shoot the devil in the dick? You shoot them in the leg. Everyone knows it stops them from running.
I tried. He's too spry, too fast.
Right. Really quickly, describe and where did they go?
Well, he would be kind of surprised that you wouldn't know the general description of this, as it's like an urban legend.
I am not from this area.
I was about
That's why
to.
he's surprised, I guess.
I'm from the southern smaller towns.
If you can't tell, we aren't from here.
Short, blue.
He's a talking chicken.
Short, blue. You said this was a gray devil.
I said bluish gray.
Oh.
Like,
Short.
so
Gray.
you talking to Jacob here. They are. He's going to be describing the Zvarts. I don't know if you have seen.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what he's describing. They're small, like kind of pill-shaped, like.
They're like clones of some mad scientist that went awry in the monster manual or one of the manuals. I can't remember which one.
So Yeah, they're real short. They are like a bluish gray. I actually have a sheet
The
for
fun.
you.
Yeah, they look
Uh,
like if you mixed a goblin and a gnome together.
they kind of remind me of
Okay.
like minions.
No. Do
Just a
not.
Hell of a lot uglier.
Yeah. I just mean like the general body shape.
Don't
Like,
bring that grossness in here, boy.
Anyway, so
That
yeah, he
boy
described
is
that
not-
that is what he almost shot. That the bullet like whizzed between their legs. That there was one of them, and that it was running like northwest, but that it's long gone. That
Well, I suppose we should check out the scene then, shouldn't we?
okay? Well, there's not much of a scene.
No.
It's just the back of the bar. Empty casing on the ground from where he shot. He points in the direction that it ran, but obviously there's nothing there. It's far gone. I'm assuming you people haven't heard. People have been disappearing at night, and some whispered rumors of the Crixac and other evil creatures having spirited them away. And I didn't believe them until I just saw one for myself just now. Some of the missing folk have actually returned recently but their minds have been altered. Memories having been kidnapped, wiped clean, and their minds have been dulled. But,
Suddenly,
What's really,
Satorish leans down to Reginald Fowl. It's like, we have a body snatcher situation. Code yellow.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
you guys have no prior interaction. I don't think you would know what a code yell.
I know.
It's like when I yelled code red 12. Except... Red 12? What the hell is he talking about? I don't know, but it must not be good. But he says, most oddly of all, though, everybody shows back up with a remarkable haircut, if I do say.
Haircut, you say? Huh.
Yeah, the group of people is around you also like, seeing what's going on. So if you guys, as detectives, if you want to ask anybody,
haircut that is appropriate.
I'm sorry.
I'm rooting the campaign and I'm not even trying to.
No, it's awesome. I can't help getting caught in it.
so is there any investigations or interviews you guys want to perform here?
Satorish would like to do a general investigation of the area.
I will give it. I will help as well.
Alright. Well, that's a 13.
Yeah, you pretty much see what I described. It's just the back of a bar. The back of the bar is facing the north, so you can see like the huge mountain range in the distance. Some foliage, but there's no tracks or nothing like that that would point you off.
Do I see any needles?
18.
No, there's no.
Why are...
18? You see a footprint or two going in the northwest direction, but they fade extremely fast.
I see.
So his story is lining up, is what I'm saying.
The size of the footprint would match with the Zorts?
Oh yeah, very, whatever. Yeah, yeah. No, they
The Schwarz!
He wouldn't call them Reginald would pretty much just see that. Yeah, they are smaller footprints. Yes, that is the picture that I am looking at.
Yes. I see.
They do look like the minions, just blue.
Oh.
We've had to deal with a few of these before in the southern colonies. They're cruel yet cowardly, I know. But never fear.
That's weird. That sounds like the janitor where I work.
They would probably pose as a janitor just to slowly build the numbers in the office and then strike when you
Oh,
least
no.
expect it.
No, his name is Kendall. He's a human.
Is there anyone that I can speak to, Jordan, or anything?
Yeah, so there's a crowd of people that at this point is kind of dissipating. A few people have walked away at this point, but People are still interested to see what's going on because, like I said, it's an urban legend. These gray devils are, and this guy just shot something and is claiming to have shot at one. So some people are interested. The less patient are gone. Or people who had important business to attend to. So there's still a decent crowd you guys can interview.
Okay.
The investigations that you guys would wish to perform.
Well, I know he mentioned they come back with amazing haircuts, and we were on our way to the barber.
Yes.
Is it just me, or does that seem too convenient?
It does. Universe provides, as they say. But anyways, we must on our way.
Oh, damn.
The Garrett one. Garrett. You
I'm
asked if
really
there's anybody
trying to
talk
make that
you wanna talk
sound
to.
like various words.
Is anyone close to me? Can I say you?
Other than
Am
your
I
two
great?
compatriots, there's the guy that shot them, and then there's like just a group of people. No one in particular is like closer than the other one, so.
And I don't have communicate with animals, so that's out.
Is there any living plants nearby?
I mean, there's bushes, shrubs. It's
I don't have any.
It's a little bit of a hotter planet, so. But there are like foliage and a tree line eventually, but.
Anything near the area where he shot?
Yeah, you could probably find a few like shrubs or like small like sapling sprouts, stuff like that. Like
Is
nothing
that-
too huge, but
Because as a Galus, I have seed speech, which through speech and touch you can communicate simple ideas to living plants. You're able to interpret their response in simple language. So trying to ask one of the living plants there, the thing the man shot was a Zvat? How do I want to word this? Can you describe what the man shot at, if you know?
you said that they can communicate back using simple ideas.
Well, I can interpret their response through simple language.
Oh, okay. So
So technically it'd be like fucking little dancing, weaving, probably a little humming, and I would be able to interpret it.
okay. So yeah, it does a little dance and it confirms the same thing that the man saw.
So it wasn't just drunk ramblings of an idiot with a gun. It was possibly a Zvat. Alright. Oh, then, if it had a remarkable... No, people came back with remarkable haircuts. Not the Zvart had a remarkable haircut.
Do I see anyone with remarkable haircuts?
No, everybody looks pretty much normal.
Okay.
I mean, people have nice haircuts, but
Did the
nothing-
guy with the gun have a
One
great
has a bowl
pompadour?
cut.
Great pompadour. No.
Okay.
No.
No, but the Zvart did.
Oh my god, it's all coming together.
It's all coming to... The Zvart is the fucking...
The hair-raising
Barber.
plot thickens.
Yeah, it's all coming
Oh
together.
no, they're bald on top. Never mind, so that's gotta be a wig.
I mean, who knows?
You just happen to bump
do,
into
I
somebody
know.
you hear from 3 feet below you. Hey, I'm walking here!
Okay, Garrett, you are trying to talk to somebody, right?
Yeah, might as well. Can I go up to the group and just say, did anyone see it? Did anyone see anything?
Nope, nobody. Everybody got there the same time you did, and they were all out in front.
So the only guy in the bar was the guy with the gun.
No, people were in the bar. It's just.
Is
the
there a
guy out
security
back
system
was
in the bar?
I don't know.
No, they were behind the bar.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the monster came from the bar, though.
No, well, I don't know. You didn't ask him.
Are there
I
any
go up
street
to the old
cameras or
man and
anything?
Ask, where did this animal come from? What direction?
Yeah. Well, he kind of. Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to remember the voice that I gave him.
I do want
Northwest, shot at him. He went back northwest.
Northwest.
It almost seems as if the DM is trying to push us somewhere and we're just being stubborn.
No, I'm really not. Don't go northwest. There's nothing out there. From DM to players, there's nothing out there.
Northwest.
Yes. Correct. There's nothing in the cave the escaping night hag just went into. Absolutely nothing.
There's no way you can get in there right now. Come back later.
I do ask the man.
We're
how
vastly
did you
under-leveled
see
for this area.
beast?
What did you ask? I'm sorry.
How did you notice the beast? What caught your eye to shoot at such creatures?
Well, he was rumbling through the bush. He popped out. I couldn't believe my eyes, so he got a few feet out of the foliage before I shot at him.
Where were you when you saw him? Were you in the bar?
Well, I mean, there's a shell casing on the floor. He was outside.
Why did you have a gun in the first place?
Yeah.
Well, it's
I mean-
everybody's right to carry guns.
In the end, it's fine to carry a gun, but I wonder, why did you go for a rifle instead of a handgun in this case? It seems as if it's quite unwieldy.
Hunting.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This planet must have been sold by the Americans.
Why
It is
were
very
you hunting
frontierish.
in a bar?
Well, no. Okay, so basically,
going ammo.
That's why there's no security in the street.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't
well,
have anything to do with it.
Dr. Hugo
Sure it
said
does.
that the
Not
majority of the guard
really.
population is to the south, fighting or dealing with Crixac encampments.
Ah. So in general, the defenses up here are pretty thin.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I don't have a feeling that we're going to be involved in a lot of nonsense in this. Alright. Yep. I say, I don't think there's too much more we can gather from this. Suppose we should continue on to the barber?
Shall we drink on it?
No, please, no. I grab Who's collar. I try to bring him with me.
Who's?
Yeah, Who's.
Yeah. Yes.
Who's? Yeah, who's?
Who's, yeah.
Okay, enough of that joke.
There you go, I'm back.
Okay, so you guys are continuing on to the barbershop.
Yes.
Okay.
Back on track.
Okay, so this is where the map will come into play. So,
Sweet.
you...
Are the scissors
walk
actually in the world?
down. No, that's just a fancy
Okay.
compass.
Okay. I was wondering if it was gonna end up.
Is the barber shop shaped like a giant pair of scissors?
Yeah, I was wondering if this was like advertising for him, or maybe it's one of those come and see the world's biggest pair of scissors kind of events, that kind of deal.
Is the barber hiding in the bushes?
Well,
It was the barber on the grassy knoll. That was the second shot. The barber shot JFK.
oh my god.
And now here we are on set.
No, he's not. His head just did that.
His head just... Oh my god.
There's people who genuinely think that.
Yeah, I know. They think... There's some people who think the movie Scanners is real. There's a documentary on how JFK died.
No.
Okay, so, you three are walking up to this building that I've blacked out, so you guys don't see what's inside yet.
I see we've gone past several nightmare escapes on the way here.
That's, those are like different floors of the building that I've grayed out as well. So, you three are walking up. To the left of you here is a well. Here's the building, and you guys can see this fence here, so he must have some larger back area. But other than that, it looks like a it's actually interesting. I don't know if any of you would if any of your characters would be familiar with it, but back in the old days on the home planet Earth, okay, so
That wretched place, yes.
Yes, where my people come from.
that place has largely been forgotten because it's been so long, and the stories of it are irrelevant to these colonists, so they didn't bother to tell them. But they do know it exists, that it was a thing, and that's where they came from and everything.
It is
They just
now
don't
but a
know, like,
myth.
general history. Yeah, pretty much.
You came from Earth.
Yes, the struggle of my
Yes,
people.
Master Yoda.
Where you came from?
Long story short, this is actually a Dr. Barber establishment.
Oh, it's more like a
What?
Wild West barber.
Yeah.
So why is it so far from town?
It's not, it's just on like the western edge of it.
It is simply that we had to walk, Reginald. That is all.
I'm just a little leery on specific areas being a specific distance from other places of establishment.
Is there... You want to just
Do
walk
you
up to
have
the doors or anything
obsessive
you want to check out?
compulsive, sir?
I do apologize.
Do you have obsessive compulsive?
No, I've just seen enough
Movies.
investigations going wrong, let's say. We have to go to the outskirts of town to the one lonely road.
Okay, so it's not
yes.
it is not the farthest building out of town. It is just
I was just
on
making a
the
joke
very
because
western-
there's like nothing fucking else near it.
Oh, on the map, right.
Yeah, because it looks like there's just like a big ass fucking field to the south of it that we're walking past. It
So
has
this-
its own well, for God's sakes.
Right here would be like, well, it's closer to the, there's a river that flows like, right to
Where
the
the
west
river
of it.
flows.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
And like right about here where the grass cuts off, I would say is where the road starts. So,
Ah, yes, the lonely road. The only road I've ever known.
okay, what are you guys doing?
You said that there was a well.
There's a well right here, 1A, and then you can see that he has a larger backyard. Other than that, you would walk up to the front door, I suppose.
Amanda, what
And
if
I
I
just
pose as
run?
someone looking for a haircut?
Does your character have hair?
Yes.
Okay.
I think...
I'm just saying, some tieflings don't. I didn't know if you
No,
went that
no.
way or if you went...
No, she got hair.
Okay. You say that like she's a fucking Sasquatch. She needs a Brazilian wax, a fucking
Oh my
back
God.
wax.
It's like that one skit from the Muppets where the monster getting the haircut is all hair, and at the end he's
Yes.
1 inch tall and the guy actually sneezes.
Yes. I didn't know if this was like a Chewbacca thing or a Cousin It thing. Oh, I seem to be moving on voluntarily.
I'm just trying to align you guys on where you would seem like you would be.
That's fine.
I approach the well.
Okay.
I toss in 1 gold coin into the well and make a wish.
You have wasted 1 gold coin.
Okay,
Congratulations.
cool.
I have contemplated tossing who into the well.
Hold on, I had to subtract my gold.
But I will,
Yeah, hold on.
when you toss it in, do you, like, look down or anything like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, how
You know
long does
how
it
you
take
don't
till
move
it
them.
reaches the water?
So,
you already see the coin splash in the water.
I guess you, I guess just give me a investigation to see if you can tell how deep this is or anything.
Alright. That's
God,
a
he-
14 plus 2, that's 16.
16. Okay. You can tell that the water is roughly 20 feet below the ground. But continuing down even further, you can see that it goes a little bit farther. Like, that's not the bottom. It's not 20 feet deep. It's definitely longer than like 30 feet even. It's just that the surface of the water is 20 feet there.
Alright. Can I draw some water out of the well and have some just to drink?
There's, I mean, I guess
Is there any buckets or anything?
there's some buckets, but no like pulley system or anything.
Oh, so can I cup my hands and just drink from the well?
If you want to climb 20 feet down.
20 foot down. If you want, Satorish
Okay,
could create a rope out of glass and dangle you down there.
No, I just cast
50 feet of
Mage
rope.
Hand.
You guys should have normal rope, right?
Can
I
Mage
have
Hand
rope.
hold water?
I might have forgotten to add it to my inventory.
One hand?
I mean, there's shops around town if you need to go back and get anything.
I have a water skin.
Oh,
if you're
yeah,
thirsty.
I cast Mage Hand and fill up my water skin.
Okay, so you lower it and you.
It's a
bring it back up.
cantrip, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. So you just lower it down and you bring it back up.
Yep.
Okay.
How heavy is the water skin?
I'm gonna assume it's as heavy as
It's
you
only
think.
5. It's only 5 pounds.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if it was over 10 pounds, I was like, oh yeah, it just slips out of his mage hand. Hilarious.
No.
What if both he and I used Mage Hand in that case, though?
Like you combine your
Yeah.
strengths.
We Megazord our Mage Hands.
If you ask me as like a DM personally, I would say maybe not 20, but definitely like 15 or something like that. Like you'd be able
Sweet.
to do more.
Good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
So first
If
rule
anyone's
for
wondering,
rule of cool.
Yeah.
If you guys could explain to me how cool it is, I might just let it slip through the rules.
I mean, I am drinking
It's a
water
normal,
just to
yeah.
taste.
It's that
so-
cool. So yeah. Anyway, you do that, and
to be
You're just
very clear,
tasting
even
it?
though Reginald is a chicken, he does weigh 67 pounds.
you said you drink it. Who?
Yes, I do.
Like a big gulp or like?
A sip at first just to get the taste, and then a big
Okay.
gulp.
Well, for one, it does taste like groundwater.
Gotta get
there's
those minerals, boy.
There is a very like gross tinge to it, like that normal groundwater wouldn't have.
Oh.
Do you want to see if you can stomach it, or are you gonna spit it out?
If
Wait,
it has
I
a
have a
strange tinge, then no.
Is there any
I
way
have
he
a
can
question.
tell what it is?
It just looks like water.
No, I mean, can he tell what the taste is?
Can I use my
It tastes
tinderbox to try
gross.
to light the water on fire?
You want
See
to
if it
light
has
the
a
water
reaction.
on fire.
Well, maybe it's got like residue of oil or something.
Technically,
I'm
if
sure-
it
Yeah.
technically if it had the right compounds in it, you could do this.
Well, there are no such compounds. It's just
Okay.
bad
Aw.
tasting groundwater.
Wait a minute. So, who do you say that it tastes bad, or
I spit it out, yeah, if it has a weird taste. The little bit I sip, just like,
who
"Bleh,
had? What are you doing?
someone poisoned the water.
Is this
It's
really
not poison.
is
My
It's
God.
not poison.
is this really what you were setting up for? Oh dear. Let me see that. Would you allow
good question.
Satorish to see the water skin?
Yeah, I hand you the water skin before I dump it out.
Is there any way I could roll high enough investigation to figure out what this is?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
That's a 2.
The,
Two.
Yeah,
It's
no,
water.
Satorish has no idea.
it's water.
That is vile.
Skinful of water.
That is certainly vile.
Okay, I guess fucking Reginald's gonna join us on this.
The barber's
So
watching
Barber's
through the
looking
window,
outside, yeah.
and it's just like, what are these idiots doing?
It's a 19 plus 4. 23.
This groundwater, obviously, like I said, it tastes like groundwater. It's kind of got that weird,
It's got lots of iron.
yeah, like the iron taste to it. But
Gotta
it
get
does
those
have like a
minerals, bud.
severely like to you for some reason out of the three of you, it is very noticeable. It is just dirt, like how would I put it? Like not sweat,
A lot of
but
coppery.
like no, it's
Wait,
not.
sweat.
Yeah, it's like a very like the
Like
water
kinda
itself is not sweat. No, it's definitely water, but you have like a taste of like
It's slightly salty.
yeah, slightly body fluid salty. And
So-
did you drink it? You said you drank it.
I
Did
did.
you?
I was just investigating.
Oh. Well, I guess you wouldn't
I
know
suppose-
that, but in
I suppose I would have to at least.
Well, I mean, if you like swish it around in your mouth and spit it out, that would work. Like,
Yeah,
you don't have to
no,
swallow it.
so you do that. So you know everything I just said.
Huh.
But as you spit it out, a long black strand of hair gets stuck on your.
On your beak. On your beak.
I don't know why I find this. I don't know why I find this funny, but I do.
Yeah, I agree, I agree.
I realized that there was a part of me that feels like he wanted to say teeth, and then he remembered I'm a chicken. Vile. Well, I think I know what's wrong with the water.
What may that be? Chicken.
Boneless bones.
What?
I'm sorry, I was reading something and it said boneless bones, and I was just like, this would be really funny right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Jonah, no, I'm sorry!
It's okay.
Just miscreant for
What is the last thing you guys heard?
The hair on
The
my
hair.
Hair on your beak. The hair gets wrapped around, like, stuck on your beak.
Yes, and I plucked it off, and I was like, well, I think I know what's wrong with the water.
Have they been throwing people in there?
Perhaps it does have a slight bodily fluid tinge to it.
Damn it is the body snatchers. I knew it.
Alright, let's go. Let's go deal with all that barber friend here.
How do you want to approach this?
I don't suppose you. No, let
I go
I'm
the
trying to
back
stop-
way, you
trying
go
to
the
okay.
front way.
Fine, you go around
The short
back
man
way.
has a point. I'm not going to lie, but I don't know that... Oh, dear.
He has a point. I don't think it's the point, but he
Yes,
has a point.
that was... Yes, that was what I was saying.
I suppose. Have you ever heard of the old good cop, bad cop routine? Oh,
I suppose we could try this, but... Oof. I'm going to follow your lead on this one, sir.
As backup.
that is fine.
You
Yes.
do that. You do that.
You just hear the fucking low echoes from, yes, I'm in the back.
I'm in the
So,
back.
do you guys...
This is where I watched my parents die, Raphael.
This is you are perfect. Ooh, ooh.
Glad I'm not the only one that knows that reference.
This is where you watched your parents die. Oh.
There's the whole other one that gets me.
Huh?
There's another.
So-
Slab my you-know-what's in a car door.
slammed your penis in
Really?
the car door. Yeah.
How are you watching the same stuff? YouTube, curse you, YouTube.
Alright, so I suppose. No,
Is there even a
Say
back
first.
entrance in this place?
Yeah, I guess you'll have to find out.
Who gets behind there only to find there's nothing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Satrish and I are gonna go through the front door, ask you
Okay.
questions.
I'm just trying to look imposing behind the chicken.
So you guys are approaching the front door, and you can see through the window that, along with several other like barber tools and equipment, like scissors and combs and jars of fluid and all that, that there is a
Drops of fluid.
yeah, like the fluid that they put the combs in.
Oh,
to
cleaning
keep them
solution.
sanitary. Yeah.
Considering what we just found, you said fluid, and I, for some reason, had a flash like there were eyeballs floating in jars on the shelves.
No.
That should have been embalming fluid.
But
Case solved.
there is, along with those tools, there are other dentistry tools and like
But this
False teeth
isn't
and stuff
this
in the
is an
window.
old-style barber. They were set up for some minor surgeries.
yeah, no. So that this tips you off that he's a doctor barber and that he is a dentist.
He's Dr.
That's-
Barber.
That's the kind of doctor he is. He's a dentist. And there's a small statue of a gnome that holds a sign saying "Open" or "Close."
What does it say right now?
Open.
Okay.
Very well, we will, I suppose, go.
Hold on, my computer's coming back on right now. I'll switch back over.
Oh.
Oh, that kind of a
How are
issue.
you still
Yes.
crashing so bad, man? Oh.
He
Like
said
that,
he was,
apparently.
no, he said he was switching.
Yeah, no, I got it. It's just the timing.
Welcome back, Jordan.
Yes, thank you.
How are you crashing
not
so
miss
badly?
much.
Lord, he's the DM. I hope he's not missing much.
I hope so.
I hold all the cards.
I can't wait to put you guys back through the season 2 of Fanlin. This is gonna be great.
Oh dear.
Don Rock would be happy with his daughter.
The maps are taking a minute to load, but I have them pulled
I
up on
think,
my
considering
tablet.
the idea that I have, I think you're gonna enjoy it.
I don't care what you do. I'm just excited.
Your daughter's been kidnapped and
He's
killed.
excited to do something in D&D he hasn't and might never do in the real world.
Have a child.
By all means, we did not have it
Hey, he's already
naturally.
he's already crossed off having
Did
sex
I have
with
it
a dead person.
naturally, DM, or is it, did I adopt her?
I'm sorry, what?
Did I adopt her, or was it natural?
You're gonna find out.
Oh, okay. No spoilers, okay.
But yet again, yes, you've accomplished one thing in the D&D world that you hopefully will never do in real life, and that is have sex with a dead person.
Okay, so getting back to this cafe.
Judging by his Discord picture, I don't know.
I know, right?
I mean,
And
I'm
then
just
matches
doing it.
Obsessius Maximus, that picture.
Yeah,
does
no, it
match.
really does. It really does.
I'm just doing it. I'm gonna switch it back. I'm just doing it.
No,
for the
leave it,
cafe.
please, leave it.
Right.
Please
I
leave
know.
it.
Life is a
No.
dark hallway full of razor blades and nails, and I have to walk through it barefoot.
Oh. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen you.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you have
What?
sickness?